The countries of the North Atlantic Alliance will increase military aid to Ukraine. This was stated by the Secretary General of the bloc, Jens Stoltenberg, following the meeting of the Ukraine NATO Council. Kyiv requested the meeting after Russia launched a massive strike on Ukraine on August the 26th, in particular using 127 missiles and 109 drones, according to the Ukrainian Air Force.
Ukraine continues to intercept Russian missiles on a daily basis, saving countless lives. We must continue to provide Ukraine with the equipment and munitions it needs to defend itself against Russia's invasion. This is vital for Ukraine's ability to stay in the fight. Jens Stoltenberg, Secretary General of NATO, from a statement on the website of the North Atlantic Alliance.
The transfer of Patriot air defense systems was announced in particular in the July US aid package, and at the end of July, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced the arrival of Patriots from Germany. At the NATO summit in July, many allies announced that they would send Ukraine additional strategic air defense systems, including Patriot batteries, and agreed that in 2025 they would jointly provide security assistance worth at least 40 billion euros. Kyiv also hopes to obtain the consent of its partners to use long-range missiles against targets in Russia. As the head of the Ukrainian diplomatic department, Dmytro Kuleba, emphasized, Ukraine plans to strike only legitimate military targets.
And here we are mainly talking about airfields, which are used by Russia to launch their bombers, strategic bombers and tactical bombers, to attack Ukrainian forces and to attack Ukrainian citizen infrastructure. If we are supplied with sufficient amount of missiles, if we are allowed to strike, we will significantly decrease the capacity of Russia to inflict damage on our critical infrastructure, and we will improve the situation for our forces on the ground.
In Brussels, during an informal meeting of EU ministers, the head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, supported the lifting of restrictions on Ukraine's strikes deep into Russia.
I'm sure you will explain us why we need to lift restrictions on the use of weaponry against Russia military targets. In accordance with international law, during the summer I've been issued statements supporting this decision. The weaponry that we are providing to Ukraine has to have full use, and the restrictions have to be lifted in order for the Ukrainians to be able to target the places where Russia is bombing them. Otherwise, this weaponry is useless.
Ukraine may use F-16 fighters provided by the Netherlands to strike Russian territory, said General in the Royal Netherlands Air Force, Onno Egelsheim. The Netherlands promised to provide Ukraine with 24 F-16 aircraft. At the same time, the United States and Germany allowed Ukraine to use long-range weapons only for strikes on Russia's border areas. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Христина Домбровська, UATV News.